Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Keys. This is a little bit of a different format because I'm getting ready in my bathroom right now because I wanted to chit chat. And you know when I want to chit chat, sometimes it's a little bit serious, and today it's no different. I'm not going to go into depth today because I would love to actually have this conversation with a group of my friends. But today, while I'm doing my makeup, we are going to talk about growing up Black and in Black families. And I wanted to have this discussion because, hold on. Okay, I'm back. So first things I'm going to do is my eyebrows. Okay, so I wanted to have this discussion today because I'll be 30 next year, and the older I get, the more I realize like how jacked up the Black family structure is. And I say that to say, like right now, something that's really popular is how we can give something an acronym and we can figure it out. Like, I'm not one of your little friends, or I'm not Boo Boo the Fool. You know, just like Black sayings that we heard our mother or our grandmother or just aunties, uncles, whatever. We heard them say growing up. And it's funny. We all chuckle like, dang, like we basically all grew up together, like in some way, fashion, or form. And those things are funny. I enjoy those things. I enjoy sharing those experiences with my friends, and it's funny to laugh about them with my mom because it's just like it was such an essential part of my childhood. The things that aren't funny in Black families is how the elders denounce rape in the family, or molestation, sexual assault, but how they constantly feed to us how much of it is a sin to be gay. So we're going to hide the people who sexually abuse our kids, our nieces, our nephews, us. But God forbid you're bisexual or you're gay, then it's just like people stop fucking with you. What? Religious, not religious, as a human being, like, why is that okay? Like, why is it okay to touch an adolescent, but it's not okay to like somebody the same sex as you? Why do we give being gay, oh, they just a little fruity, oh, they a little sweet. So what's y'all symbolism for being a rapist? And growing up, especially in a religious culture, like my elders, you know, even to this day, like I believe in God, but I made the decision to believe in God. Not because anybody told me, not because it was fed to me growing up. It's because I made the decision, because I did my research, because I seen God work in my life. That's why I believe in God. Not because anybody told me to, but because I made the conscious decision to put my faith in God. But why is it that for those who believe in God that you guys rate your sins even though God doesn't? Like, why is it such, it's the number one sin in like the Black family to be gay, but cheating on your wife is not treated as a sin. That getting a divorce is not as big as a sin. Being judgmental and gossiping is not treated as much of a sin. And I know for a fact in the Bible it said that that is sin worthy already. Like in Christianity, God isn't like, oh, that's a bigger sin. Oh, that's a bigger sin. Oh, that's a bigger sin. That's not how it works. But that's how the Black family treats it. And it makes me sick because you guys pick and choose what Bible verses you want to use to fit whatever situation. Like when you want to make us feel guilty, gaslighting, you guys are like, oh, in Proverbs 23 verse 7, it says, Okay, well, what about the other verses that don't agree with what you're doing right now? Why aren't y'all quoting those? And it just makes me so angry because so many people did not feel accepted in their family because of these type of judgments. And it's not something that I personally experienced. I have a very loving mother. My godmother, who I love, she's gay. And she is like my number one fan. Like, I can go to her about anything. She's accepted. But it just, like, why are y'all like that? Like, aren't you guys supposed to love us unconditionally? And why is it that you guys can love, like, sexual assault humans unconditionally, but we don't get that same type of love? Like, why weren't those who came out to their family, why were they kicked out the house? Like, it just, I want it to make sense, but it doesn't to me, because whoever Carlotta decides to love it's not going to stop me from being her mom, and it's not going to stop me from loving her. But God forbid anybody ever did anything to her, it's over with. Like, why didn't y'all listen to your kids? Like, why didn't y'all believe your kids? Or why did you guys choose to ignore that? Like, I feel like it's so fucked up that people allow things to happen and refuse to talk about it to this day, but still don't accept the fact that a woman likes a woman, or a man likes a man, or a person likes both. So I would love for that to be answered. We're still on eyebrows because this isn't my strong suit. So I'm going to finish this because I actually gotta go. But yeah, so that's one issue. Also, earlier I mentioned the fact about me turning 30 soon. And so we hear in the Black community how respect your elders. I've been on this earth 54 years and I have this much of experience, and like, why does that matter though? Why do you guys still fail to show respect to us? Why, when we disagree with y'all, is it deemed disrespect? Why? Isn't that a part of communication? See, growing up, I was not taught how to communicate. I was taught to be quiet. I was taught that if you don't talk, the situation will be over faster. And that's messed up. My mom, she did the best she could with what she was given, and I'm taking her and everything that she taught me and applying it and making it better for my daughter. But certain elders, they just refuse to acknowledge that I have my own voice, and I'm just not gonna go along with everything that you say just because you've been on this earth longer. Like me, the way I'm set up, I don't care if you're 4 years old, and I don't care if you're 72. I don't care how much experience you have acquired, because to me, respect is respect, right is right, and wrong is wrong. And if you're going to be an elder, and if you're going to nitpick and correct me about things that you think that I'm doing wrong, then you have to be able to take that from me. Because it's not fair for you to just say, oh, I'm your elder, so you have to do what I say, or I know better, or this is wisdom. And then when I'm like, hey, I don't agree with this because, or hey, this doesn't sit right with me, or I don't like the way that you said it, then I'm being disrespectful and I'm told to shut up, or I'm like criticized or talked about or badmouthed in the family like I'm the villain. And then when I set my ground, y'all really don't like that. Y'all don't. Because I go out of my way to respect people, even when I get disrespect. Now, I have a limit, but I go out of my way to respect people. I don't cause no issues. I mind my business. I try to be, a blessing when people need help. If I got it, I'm trying to help. You know what I'm saying? And I don't expect, why does this eyebrow not want to work with me? And I don't expect nothing back. Like, I just try to be that person. And then these same people turn around and say that I'm ungrateful, or I'm a bitch, or I'm this, or I'm that, or my mom isn't raising me correctly. Like, first of all, my mom did a damn good job, okay? And she was a single mom for a long time, and she did a fucking phenomenal job. Shouts out to my mom, because she's the shit, okay? And then you guys go fuss to my mom, and like insult her parenting, but my mom isn't the issue. Like, it's your inability to treat me like a human being, a thinking, breathing, capable human being with emotions. And you guys call it disrespect because I speak up for myself, and you're so used to me being the quiet girl who shut up about everything. That's not me anymore. Like, I'm not that girl. And especially with the fact that I have a child now, like, I have to do better for her. Like, if I don't stick up for her, who's going to stick up for her? She has to believe that her mom is going to take care of her. And I feel like if you're okay with disrespecting me, if you're okay with denouncing my feelings, if you're okay with insulting me, that's fine. But stay away from me and stay away from my child. Like, you can't quote the Bible, and then when somebody says, hey, that's not right, oh, now you're being disrespectful. Actually, no, I'm not. Because I disagree, I'm being disrespectful. No, that's not really how that works. And I feel like that is such a big problem in the Black community, because it's just like, how are you okay with being so nasty and so disrespectful when somebody speaks out about the things that you are doing, and then when we come back at you, you're like, oh, like, what? Like, and I'm so sick of that, because you don't have to be a certain age. I don't have to gain respect in order for you to respect me. I don't have to go through traumatizing situations in order to be respected. I don't have to prove my worth in order to be respected. I don't have to go over the moon and fly a couple rainbows to be respected. Respect is given until it's taken away. And I want the elders of the Black community to fix that, because this is why my generation is not wanting to be around you guys, because you guys act like this. We're tired of being judged and criticized, and you guys don't want to change your ways. Like, if you don't want to change, okay, that's up to you. But we don't have to bring our families around that mess. We don't have to bring our families around that drama. We don't have to settle for the things that we had to take as kids. Like, we're just not going to do that anymore. And that's not okay. And that's some shit that you guys need to work on. So whatever the hell happened before we were born that you didn't get counseling for, it's not too late, okay? It's not too late. And I know another issue with the Black family is that we don't believe in counseling. Why? Why is it a sin to need an ear to listen to some shit? I don't get it. Like, why is it a sin to need to get an outsider's opinion when you're not okay? And this is the last thing that I'm going to point out about Black families, because I feel like I've gotten looked at differently. And it's the fact that I'm very open with my mental health. I was diagnosed with severe anxiety and depression when I was 23, but the signs were always there. I've literally had anxiety and depression since I was like 12 years old. And the Black family, you know, when you're a little off, when something's a little wrong, you know, you pray it off. You just pray it off. And you act like it doesn't exist. You act like there's nothing wrong. Until some shit happens, or until they commit suicide, or, you know, until there's finally a boundary to where you're like, okay, well, maybe we should get this person help. Or you guys don't get help and you make them fight. You make us fight alone. Now, My mom was amazing at realizing that I was not okay. It took some time because even though I didn't know what the hell was going on, but when we finally did, I feel like I should put some bronzer on, but I don't care. But when we finally did recognize what was going on, I started going to therapy, and I started going to like real therapy when I got in the Army. Because it was just easier to talk to a psychologist or psychiatrist. I can't remember which one is which as far as who gives the medication and who is just there to help you work through your things. But my mom has been very supportive of me going to therapy. I go to therapy now still bi-weekly, and it's been amazing. But I know people from personal experience who refused to go to therapy because it was jammed in their heads that it's not manly, or Black people don't do therapy, or nah, it's okay, I'll pray through it, God got me. And it's like, I know God got you, but God provided us with doctors, because everybody doesn't always feel comfortable going to their family. Sometimes they need an unbiased opinion. Sometimes they need somebody to look at them and be like, I know you feel crazy. I know you feel alone. I know you feel all these emotions that don't make sense, but you're not crazy. And there are millions of other people who deal with what you deal with. Black families do not acknowledge mental health. And I'm tired of watching my friends commit suicide because we refuse to acknowledge that that's an actual thing. That people wake up and fight demons every single day. That some people struggle to want to live every day. No matter how much we put things on the bright side, no matter how much we distract ourselves, no matter what we do, no matter how many good things we have going on in our life, sometimes that's not enough. And sometimes people struggle so bad and are in so much pain that they don't want to be here anymore. And I want Black families to acknowledge that. I want Black families to love on people who deal with mental health diseases and not shun them and make them feel like it's not there. Like, it's not fair. And it makes us feel very alone. It makes us feel more alone, and it makes us isolate ourselves more when we feel like we can't talk to our family. But not only that, when we feel like we're going to get bad mouthed about if we decide to go talk to somebody else because our family doesn't want to listen. Like, I'm going to leave this here because I really do want to have like a discussion with other people about this, because I know that there are so many things about the Black family status that I'm missing. But I just let's have a conversation down in the comments about some things that you may have experienced in Black families. If this is triggering, I'm so sorry. And I apologize for anything that you had to go through growing up. And I pray that you're able to recover from it. And I hope that you know that you're not alone, that so many people have gone through what you have gone through, and it doesn't make you weak. It makes you a victim. And that it is okay to heal. If you needed permission to be able to forgive and heal, this is your sign. I'm going to leave it here. We're definitely going to revisit this topic, but I'm late. All right, so we're going to put on lipstick and then we're going to sign off for the next conversation. If you guys wanted me to do and update it like every day, I can't talk and do lip liner. Everyday makeup, which is basically what I did aside from my lips, let me know also down in the comments, because it's changed a little bit, especially because it's summer. I will be also uploading a nighttime skincare for you guys, because that has changed a little bit as well. Let me get some red lipstick. Uh-huh. I feel like we good. That's about as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna in this on the line, no, in this on the line. All right, I'm gonna stop cutting up. This is the final look. I'm going to put on some earrings, and I just want to say thank you for watching this video. Sorry it was long, and let's be a part of the discussion, but let's also be a part of the change. If you stuck with me through the video, I love you so much. I'm so thankful. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe below, because the videos are just gonna keep coming, baby. All right, love you guys. Bye.